Hello, today is 8/27 of 24 and I am back with a video of what I eat in a day on my keto journey. It is about 12 o'clock. I had my coffee fairly early today, and it kind of filled me up because I went to coffee with my husband. So I'm gonna eat now. I am making myself a burger, so in a 6-ounce burger that's 85% lean. In my air fryer, I just seasoned it with some salt and pepper, and I'm going to make some onion jam to go with it. And then also I want to top it with, I'm going to try something different. I want to top it with some of this. So it's like some pork carnitas meat. This is going to annoy me if it keeps beeping. So we got this at Aldi. I want to give it a try, and just kind of like see if it can just add a little oomph to my burger. So my burger's cooking. I'll keep an eye on that, and I'll walk you through making the onion jam. In my skillet, I have about a tablespoon of olive oil, and I'm just going to let this get heated up. It doesn't take very long. And then I've got one large red onion. Now, I intended to keep this in strips because that's how I tend to like my onion jam, but I forgot and I diced it. So that's how I'm going to cook it today, and it'll probably be just fine. All right, so this is warm. I'm going to get my onions in there. All right, I'm just gonna let these cook for a bit, but I do want to add some salt and pepper. So maybe like a quarter teaspoon of salt and a quarter teaspoon of ground black pepper. And I'm just gonna let these cook until they are softened down most of the way. And then what you do is you add in your vinegar and your sweetener. So I'm just going to be using Swerve granule sweetener. Probably 2 tablespoons of my vinegar and about a tablespoon and a half of my sweetener. And then I'll taste it and see if I need to adjust and let it finish cooking until it has, kind of really softened down into that nice jam texture. So while that's happening, I'm going to go ahead and chop up my carnita meat. I don't feel like I need like a ton of meat. I just want some. So I don't know, maybe like this much to kind of go on top. It's probably about 2 ounces, I'm guessing. And I will want to warm this up too. I don't want to just kind of put it on there cold. But I'm not really sure how I want to warm it up. Like I almost think I want to mix it in with my onion jam, but I'm not going to use all of the onion jam, so I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. I'm actually kind of glad that I cut these into small pieces because then it's going to take less time to cook. And I think my burger will be done before my jam. So it'll be better um, if my jam is done a little bit earlier. All right, so there's that. And like I said, I'm just going to let these cook. My burger is cooking. I'll keep an eye on that. And then once these soften down, I'll add some more ingredients. While I'm waiting for all of this cooking, I decided I wanted to try the carnitas meat so I could kind of like give a review of it. And it's got fairly good flavor. It's definitely not bad. It's pretty good. It's a little dry though, so that's kind of like something that kind of is a ding for it. But I probably get it again. I'm not sure like that I would eat it on its own just because, like I said, it is pretty dry. But like in this application, or like maybe I have it on tacos or something like that, where I'm adding more moisture. I would definitely do that. So in the 3-ounce container, there are supposed to be 5 servings. There we go. That's the word. Which is 120 calories, 6 grams of fat, 50 cholesterol, 360 sodium, 2 carbs with 2 sugars, and then 15 protein. So it's a good protein ratio. So that's nice. Like I said, I'm only probably having 2 ounces, so I'm getting a little less than half of what I just listed off to you, but that's okay. It'll add a bit of protein and it'll kind of add a little bit of kick, I think, to my burger. All right, so this is most of the way softened down. So I'm going to go ahead and add my 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar and my about a tablespoon and a half of sweetener. Get those mixed together. Smells delicious. And then I'm just going to let this continue to cook down those onions even more, and to kind of help it thicken up a bit to create like a jam. All right, so these are about done. I think I'm just going to go ahead and add this pork to the pan, kind of in a spot over here. I don't want to mix into all of it, so that's why I'm not just kind of putting it in all of it. And I'll just kind of let that heat up a bit here in my pan. And then the other thing I want is a tomato. I like to have tomato on this burger. So I'm just going to cut myself a thick slice and then I'll put that on top. Ooh, yeah, that looks great. All right, so I'm going to shut this off. I did also add a piece of provolone to my burger. So I've got my burger here. I'm going to get my tomato on top. I will be eating this with a knife and fork, obviously. And then I will get my pork right on top of that. Okay. And then, there we go. I'm going to get some of my onion jam on top. And I do like quite a bit of it. All right, I'm going to go eat my lunch. It is shortly after 5, and I am eating my second meal of the day, which is a repeat of a meal I had, I think, 2 days ago. So it is shrimp on a bed of cabbage and topped with cilantro. And then the sauce that I used for it is this sesame sauce from P.F. Chang's. Again, it is not a special keto product. I had about 3 tablespoons, and in 2 tablespoons, there are 6 grams of carbs with 5 sugars. So definitely not like a special keto item, but I will have no issues staying under my net carb numbers for the day. So I'm really not worried about it. So tonight I decided to have a dessert. So I had a Halo Top bar, the caramel chocolate covered ones that are fantastic. So my day ended up with about 1,400 calories, which is great. 30 net carbs. Again, that's great. My protein is 140. Again, that's great. My fat is 74. Also great. My sodium is 3,200, which is very good. I'm a little concerned that it might not quite be enough, but I think tomorrow morning I'll just make sure that I drink some salt in my body armor, and then I should be just fine. So I had a great day today. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow.